Hello, friends, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today for some Software Incorporated Vanstra PC. My name is Sean, and when we left off, it was June of 1999, the end of the day of June, and we're still working on training up all of our leaders in the coding field, so things are going a little slow for our company. Let's speed it up. Why would they need to hire more employees? I don't think that's something that they should be doing anyways. What's going on there? S17, HR options. You should not be hiring anybody. Oh shit. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Could you imagine if I had set them a budget high enough, they would have hired 200,000 employees? That would have been a mess. Oh boy, oh boy. I didn't set anybody else to do that, did I? That would, yikes, yeah, that would have been really bad. Anyways, so in between episodes, I've been fiddling around with the HR stuff, of course. I guess I wouldn't have to worry about that because the default budget, of course, is set to 0. So even if I did set it to 200,000 employees, so there you go, just like I did that one too. Yikes. So that one would have hired a whole bunch of programmers, and that would not have been good because I like to control the hiring myself. I don't really know how the HR options work for things like preferred age. I understand that, but like I want compatibility, and like I don't hire anybody unless they have great compatibility. Whereas I don't know like what sort of conditions these random managers are going to apply when they're hiring people. So I don't want that. I just want these guys doing a little bit of training. They shouldn't be doing too much training, and hopefully they're not. But that also reminds me, I do want to make sure that everybody is set to be okay, let's sort by team first, and then sort by role. There you go. So all of these any job people should be set to be programmers, so when they do get educated, they don't get educated in stuff that, I don't want them getting educated in art or design or any of those other things. So change role, programmer, great. And let's take a look at let's look at the in-class status. I don't spend a lot of time looking at the HR stuff for you guys, so, a little glimpse into what I do between the episodes. I really do spend a lot of time taking care of these things. It's funny, obviously it's micromanagey, and I put a lot of time and effort into it that maybe isn't necessary, but I just couldn't imagine not putting that time and effort in, like letting the computer handle all these things. Yeah, seems hard to imagine. Like it does such a sloppy job with education as it is, and it seems really hard to kind of set up the settings for education. It's like either it educates way too many people or it educates not enough people. See, it's got like so many people off the support 0 team in education. I don't know. I guess I won't worry too much about it. It doesn't have that many people in education, so I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, it would be nice if it was a little more straightforward. I probably could control it better if I had like teams of 6 or something in that. But I've got up to like 1,200 employees or something like that. 1,193 employees. So it's not like I can have 200 teams of 6. That would be really impractical. We've got what, almost 50 teams? No, actually, we have more than 50. Probably have close to 100 teams as it is. All right, a bunch of raises. Sure, you're all getting a raise. So over in my other, in my offline game, I've actually surpassed this one. I'm at year 2000 in my offline game now. I've run into a problem that we could be running into as well, and that is I keep taking over all these companies and I keep getting all of their products. And then what happens is like, company like StabReach, for example, they have a, let's say they have a 3D editor that's like okay quality, and then like it sells out. Like I'm gonna get a reminder every month that I've sold out of this product that I don't even want to be selling in the first place. And so it's kind of an annoying, and you can't turn it off. So like over on the other game, I have 5 pieces of software every month I get an alert for. And like when I run out of something that I legitimately don't want to run out of, you know, especially as time goes by, I'm gonna like miss the alert for it. And I mean, you know, that's definitely a first world problem as far as that's concerned. I've got so much money and so many products that I need to worry about that sort of thing. All right, well, we don't need to worry about that here. But I mean, even here, you know, eventually it's possible that we'll run out of hand tricks. Or, well, so the demand for Letterman Sweep must have just died off when we ran out. And I suppose that's possible too, that the demand will just die off over time. Our support seems to be staying on top of things, which is nice. I think a lot of that was cutting back the budgets on education, but we definitely have some long-term scars that we're going to have to deal with. You know, that has definitely put a crimp on our reputation. But most of the stuff that we really focus on, I don't know why our 2D editor has gotten down to a semi-frowny face. That could be because of the projects that we've taken over. Because I don't think like what are we doing over on this flat draw? I don't think any of our flat draws have a bunch of a bunch of bugs or anything like that. I don't even see any in there. Are we working on a new one? Or we've got Z Layer 6 coming out. When's the last time we released a flat draw? Maybe that's why. People are upset that nothing new has come out recently. Yikes. Boy, it has been a long time. Flat draw 4? It's only 3 years ago. I guess we could start designing a new one. I always feel weird designing something when we've already designed, you know what I mean? Like the most recent version has everything. So what are we gonna do to make it any better? It had everything and it was like high quality. So like what's the point of designing a new one? But I guess the market demands it. So let's go ahead and get started on it, even though we don't really have the coding teams to do anything about it. All that stuff looks good. Looks good! I need 4 designers. None of our design teams are busy, so we can just go with the first one, Design A. Great. All right, develop. Let's throw that on our list. Five, right? All right. Just so you can see, here's what's going on over on over on Shanko. I've got all this stuff waiting in the queue. I've got so many projects designed. The problem is like this is my operating system over there, and this is my game engine. Some of these I started designing like 2 years ago, and then I went through the same problem that we're going through here, where I'm having to train up all my leaders. So I'm worried that they're going to be like partially obsolete by the time I get them out there. Oh, that's right. I'm spending a shit ton of money on Project Jupiter. And I think I was just doing that because I wanted to get a big marketing push out for the first month or two. Did Project Jupiter just come out, or has it been out for a while? That may have been sitting up there for several months. Let's see here. Project Jupiter. Oh, it's our #1 bestseller. Okay, that only came out last month. Great. So yeah, I wanted a big push to get the marketing as far out as I could when it first comes out. And we're also going to want to start designing some games to go with our cell phone game engine because but we've got this software that needs to be developed first, and we don't have any of our coding teams, any of our active coding teams sitting idle. Got design teams sitting idle, but all of our active coding teams are pretty busy, and I'm still trying to train up all the leaders on art and those, which is going to be really beneficial. I definitely did notice in my offline game that having my leaders trained up in art helps. I'm able to get my review scores up into the 9s now, instead of like on this, you know, like the max I've been able to get is like in the low 8s. And you have kind of okay art results, and now I'm getting low 9s, and I'm getting good art results. So let's let this time go by. It's going to take a while. Never do look at our other building. We focus so much on that one. Our support building over here, kind of boring. Although it's got this cool rooftop restaurant set up. Watch people come in and eat. It's almost 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock if you want to go by the actual way time works. It's almost 6 o'clock. Why did somebody come in and grab food then go somewhere else? Like, eat in here, fellas. That's what that room is for. Let's look at our spreadsheet. It is July. I don't know why it says April. It's because we're over in Shanko territory. All right, July. Not much going on in July. Grave Tricks 3 gets, oh, and Listener 6. Listener 6 and Grave Tricks 3 get reviews. So we have Grave Tricks 3 review, outsource, Listener 6. All right, good stuff. I'm gonna turn those off for now. And let's see how these reviews come through. Listener 6, 8.6, very nice. Listener 6, 8.6. I'm actually going to go ahead and promote that now. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. All right, March release date for Listener 6. I need to shut you down. Listener 6. Oh, okay, you're good. Market, hype, okay. Market, release date, March of 2000. In the year 2000, yes. Great, and the other one is Grave Tricks 3. Also not looking bad. Grave Tricks 3, 7.2. Let's check back in September and see how you look. July, Listener 6 goes into beta. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? All right, do need to make sure I put it into beta because I forget that every once in a while. So, Listener 6, promote, yes. And let's look at that team. Pull out the artists. And you're going to go to that team right there. Very good. We're all set. Turn that clock back on. Let's look through our education teams real quick here. Make sure we've got all of our leaders being educated. This won't take too long. There we go. Graham here needs audio, and then he'll be ready to go. Art, audio, start. All right, he'll be good in 3 months. Donna, same with you. You're in class. Team Q is in class. Team R in class. Great, everybody's in class. These leaders, they are also taking classes, but I think I actually went through and did all of them at the start of this month. So you know what? I'll worry about that next month. We'll take another look. Very good. Close you down, speed you up. I already checked to make sure that we had enough copies of everything. That's how we started this episode out. Let's look and make sure there's not any new companies that we need to try to take over from the very start. Missed these guys last month. There we go. And this company right here. Oh, we got one from May. Did I buy all of them up? Nope. Could have six-tupled my money in the time that I didn't own them, but this one's at regular street value. How about this company? Oh my gosh. Really lost an opportunity with that one. I feel like we bought, nope, I guess not. Drive Studio. Was I paying attention to that month? Thank goodness. All right. I need to make sure I check that every month. We just need to buy up all of the stocks. A bunch of people went on vacation, and that's pretty much it. Let's look at our products real quick here. Looks like our in-stocks are fine. In-stocks are good. What is this? Is this a game? Let's go ahead and order some more. I don't think I have. 200,000 will do. Another game. Whoops. And we're down to no money at that point, so no need to worry about those lower sellers. Speed this nonsense up. Nothing being designed. I guess flat draw 5 is being designed, so I want to pull that up here. So keep an eye on it. Now, do I have a release date on this? Okay, I do have it in the schedule. All right, good. But I don't have it lined up in our lineup there like I should. So Base Simulator 2 is also going to come out in April. There we go. Anything else that's not lined up properly, you should be ahead of those. So you should be up here. There we go. And let's open back up these here so I don't miss anything. Looks like our support is staying strong. So our new robust support team numbers, and that's probably the real reason, but also the way I kind of reorganized them a little bit. Maybe that helped. Let some time go by. 12 o'clock noon, high noon. And now high 1 o'clock. That's funny. I'm not going to do that every hour, though. I wrote that joke myself. Thank you. 16, 17, and now it's tab time. Tab time. It is August. Tab time for August. That means Base Simulator and Door 12 get promoted. Base Simulator. Interesting. Promote. Yes. Door 12. Promote. Yes. We need to pull CF and COS. We need to pull their artists out. CF. You guys are going to Team 0D. And COS. You guys are also going to Team 0D. Very good. Close you down, Mr. Window. And I think that's all I needed to do on that screen. Shut you down. We're going to scroll you down here since we're looking at it. Oh boy, so many yellow things to look at. Let's turn those off for our next time down. And that means, oh, there we go. It didn't take very long. Got one more I need to get down there. All right, all these are in beta. Good, I didn't forget anything there. So that's those two. Listener 6 gets a press release. Oh, we got a product actually releasing? Holy mackerel, that doesn't happen for a long time. Press release for Listener 6, okay. Press build for Townville 3. Townville 3, market, press build, okay. Spaceman 2, release. Yes, I do want to start a marketing campaign. We have 24 teams, so it's weird that it still only starts it out with 12 of them. Maybe I've never remembered to actually do this on one of them when we started it up. Seems like it would have remembered that. Okay. Okay. Yes. 500,000, please. All right. Let's bump this up like we did with that last one. See if that helps. We're going to have a support team that appeared out of nowhere. Spaceman 2 goes with support team 2, so that works out well. Erase all those. Spaceman 2, assign, none. Support 2, support 10, support 18, okay. This has definitely got to be Spaceman 2. I don't know why it's not supported. You should be on the hosting. Redelegate selected. Hosting. Great. Gonna need some more servers soon, but the new servers become available in 2000, which will double our server capacity. So I think we'll be just fine. Support, you're gonna move down here where you belong with the other support. I believe we have a review to do this month. Z-Layer 6 gets a review. Is it 4.9 last time we looked at it? Review, outsource, hide the marketing, hide your support. I don't remember what, I was going to make some reference there, but I can't even remember what the original reference was. 7.3 for Z-Layer 6, 7.3. Let's check back in October and see how that looks. Not quite ready to push that into beta. We just freed up one of our programming teams. Which programming team was that? I say, there it is. CB, Comedy Bang Bang. So Team CB will take on Soldier Base 2025, I guess. Assign. One more, CB. Okay. And this says we need 2 more programmers and 7 artists. So, go to our programming pool. There we are, right there, OOC. Programming pool, best teammates ever. Wow, we got a lot of unpopular team people on this team. Oh, and that's not even the worst of them. Oh boy, that guy's a real jerk. No, not that guy, sorry. That guy's a real jerk. I don't really have, it's not a very good team that I've built up here. Let's take 3 of these and you know what? Let's see what happens if we throw some unpopular people in there too. And this is going to CB. They only need 2 of them. So if it's the unpopular people, we can always send them back. And then they need 7 artists. So we go to employees, and this is a mess, this team. All right, we want to go by team, and then we want to go by role. So, all right, these guys are all good. These are all competent artists. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. All right. Team CB, please. And close you down. Close you down. I say close you down, please. There you go. That's what that X button is for. We're on CB. Let's load that back up. Need to get rid of 2 programmers, 2 artists on Team CB. Looks like a pretty good compatibility overall. Cook is unable to find a stove. Wow, wow, wow. Let's try. There we go. This should be perfect. All right, so 2 programmers. Well, I guess that's going to be Sean and a suspicious gopher. The people who are unpopular on the other team. Guess what? They're unpopular on this team too. Now, over on my other game, I did manage to build a team of unpopular programmers that all get along with each other. So I probably should try to take the time to do that at some point here. Now, those artists that were unpopular... Oh, wait, no, I took all the popular artists, didn't I? Never mind. So these 2, you guys are going back. Sorry, fellas. Or ladies. It looks like you're both women, actually. There we go. And that should have us set to the correct ratios. Perfect. Soldier Base 2025 under development from our friends at Team CB. And that's going to be it for today, isn't it? So not for the episode or anything, just for today within the game. Holy shit, it is almost the end of this episode, though. What do we get, 2 months out of this episode? This is taking forever. $183 million becomes $240 million. Yeah, it's slow times for us right now. We've got most of our teams getting educated. Not a whole lot of new products coming out. How did our new product do, though, last month? Listener 5, right? Was that the thing that we just launched? Listener 6? Oh, wait a minute. Listener 5 is the one that sold really well. Where is Listener 6? I don't even see it on here. Wait a minute. Why are you not showing up on here, listener 6? Marketing listener 6? Oh, that's a press release. All right, so wait a minute. What did I just release? Oh, did that show up down here? Is it Spaceman 2? Okay. Well, Spaceman 2 did all right, but I really wanted that thing to get the marketing boost. Who cares? It's not really that big a deal. All right, let's go by last month's profit. Ecstatic, of course, is doing amazing. I couldn't be happier. You might say I'm ecstatic. Oh, which reminds me, I should be designing a new operating system. Let's wait until the year 2000 when, I think touch becomes available then. Everything else looks good. We got lots of sales across the board. Shut that down. Let's see if we can get through this month before we wrap up for the day. I think we're going to be able to. Considering that I have control over when this episode ends, pretty sure we're going to be able to make it through the end of the day. Won't get to see what tonight's sales are going to be, but we will get to see what sort of stuff is necessary from the tab, from the spreadsheet. What does the spreadsheet tell us? What does the fox say? These questions are so... Nobody knows the answers. You can only imagine and guess. I actually never saw that. Well, I shouldn't say I never saw it because I chose to not watch it. That what does the fox say thing? It looked so ridiculous. Like I enjoyed Gangnam Style. I thought that was funny and everything, but what does the fox say just looked so crazy I could not get into it at all, even though it was like the most popular thing that ever happened in the history of mankind. So we have a press release for Base Simulator and Door 12. Where are those things? There's Base Simulator, Market, press release, okay. And Door 12, Market, press release. Now, I keep forgetting to set this up. Aren't you glad I continued the episode till we could do all of this stuff at the end? You guys are so lucky. Get to watch the click fest that is rearranging your team stuff. All right, so those marketing things are set up. We can erase them off of here. Next up, press build for listener 6, the thing that I already thought was on sale. Market, press build, okay. Delete that one. We only have one review this month, and that's Grave Tricks 3, which should be just about ready to go into beta. So Grave Tricks 3, we're going to pull it up here. We are going to give it a review. Outsource, please. Shut that down. Scroll down here. See how this turns out. This will be the exciting conclusion of this episode 7.7. All right, you guys. I want to say thank you very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like to hear from you down in the comments. Just a reminder, I am streaming on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Check the details in the description below. If you watch this the day that it comes out, I'm going to be streaming Software Incorporated this afternoon at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's midnight UTC, UCT? I don't know how to say that. GMT is what I'm trying to say. So come on by and watch. I didn't really have anybody come watch last time. I'm not complaining, but just letting you know, I don't want to stream stuff that nobody is watching because then I sit there and talk nonstop for 2 hours for really no reason. So come on by and watch, and or don't. That's fine. Just don't expect me to keep streaming if you don't. Never mind, that sounds terrible. No matter what I was just saying, ignore it. Except for the part where I said you guys are amazing, because that is true. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you here again real soon with the next episode. Bye.